man. I'll do what I do.
What if they're trying to distort his memory again? Isn't that something? What about our good brother, Muhammad Ali? Right? He went from being the greatest to being unpatriotic and back again to being the greatest. They love Muhammad Ali. They love Cassius Clay when he was simply electrifying and charismatic and a black athlete. They loved him when he was winning fights. They loved him when he was putting on a show and talking trash and dazzling, and the world would see his skills. See, blacks aren't living too bad over here. Look at this. We got this Cassius Clay kid. They love the idea of an entertaining, larger-than-life black champion as long as he stayed in his doggone lane. But the moment that Muhammad Ali emerged and he began to use his platform to speak out, everything changed. Ali refused to fight in the Vietnam War. So ain't no Viet Cong ever called me N-word. He spoke out against white supremacy, segregation, and racial injustice in America. He converted to Islam and changed his name from Cassius Marcellus Clay. A very honorable man, by the way. You should look up Cassius Marcellus Clay. He was a white man, and he was my God, bad man. You understand me? Bad white man, doggone it. I don't know how history forgot him. Look at him. I might have to come up with a series called Bad White Men. But yeah, Cassius Clay, once he rejected his slave name, because that was truly his slave name, because Cassius Marcellus Clay family member owned Cassius Clay or Muhammad Ali's family. But he rejected that slave name that was given to him by his ancestors. And that's when they turned on him. They stripped this man of his heavyweight title. He was banned from boxing, and what some would argue were his prime boxing years, 4 years at the height of his career. They painted him as unpatriotic, a traitor, and the same people who once cheered him on now called him a disgrace. And it was only decades later, when Ali was older and frail and harmless, they used his image as a symbol of American greatness and all that the Negro could become, right? Carefully erasing the parts of his legacy to challenge white supremacy. No, we'll make a movie about him. They praised his courage as an American story, didn't they? Right? And they continued to silence the very same messages that he fought for as best they could. See, Ali's story is a warning. They'll lift you up, but as long as you stay in the role they created for you, and the moment you step out of it, they're gonna tear you down. Same thing with Colin Kaepernick. Remember this he was half white, he must be all right. Somebody type half white and all right. Remember that? Colin Kaepernick couldn't even spell his name. They loved Colin Kaepernick off rip. In the beginning, he was a talented young quarterback, led his team to the Super Bowl, right? Raised by this beautiful white family. They love his athleticism, his arm, his agility. He's smart, must get that from his mom, right? It's raised by whites. And his marketability, he was mixed race, racially ambiguous, good looking, non-threatening. They loved when he played they loved it when he played by the rules. But the moment he took a knee to protest police brutality, everything changed. Kaepernick didn't disrespect the flag. The man took a knee in silence. I wouldn't take a knee. I always stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance. That's me. That's not the way I protest. I wouldn't even come to the game if I wanted to protest. But he was protesting racial injustice at the height of some of the worst police brutality and killing that we'd seen. He did exactly what America says it wants. He did a peaceful, nonviolent, Martin Luther King type respectable demonstration. Okay? He wasn't loud and boisterous like Muhammad Ali. Or what about Tommy Smith and John Carlos up there where they raised their black fists in the air at the Olympics? That's what he did. Quiet. Quiet stand for justice. Yet they turn on him too. They blackballed him from the NFL. They call him ungrateful. They call him divisive. They call him anti-American. They paint him as a radical who hated the military, and they just put all kind of extra stuff on him, even though his protest had nothing to do with the military. Even members of the military said, that's freedom of speech. And the same people who once bought his jerseys and cheered him on Sundays, they were gone. And now, just like Ali, they're trying to rewrite Colin Kaepernick's story. Here we are, years later, when he's quiet and harmless, the NFL has admitted that they were wrong. Shout out to Earth Angel 1105. You got the corporations like Nike, they trying to profit from his image, turning him into a symbol of resistance. Yet Kaepernick remains out of the league, his career stolen from him. And this is a cycle, family. That's what I'm saying. They love you when you entertain them. They hate you when you challenge them. And once you're gone, they rewrite your story and use you for their own purposes. Now, again, how does this relate to DJ Daniel? It's the same cycle. Happened with Ali, happened with Colin Kaepernick, happening right now with DJ Daniel. Right now, they love this little boy. They love him as a young, small, statured black boy in a police uniform. They love that he praises Trump and attacks Democrats. Or I'm on your bumper. They love, or defends Trump, I should say, and that he fits the narrative that they want to push about law enforcement. But what happens when DJ grows up? What happens when he starts asking questions? What happens when he realizes he was used? What happens if he ever speaks out against the very people who once praised him? That pattern tells us exactly what will happen. They will turn on him. They will discard him. They will erase him, just like they did Ali, Kaepernick, and Muhammad Ali before they start using them again. Or worse, they'll rewrite his story and use it against future black leaders. Years from now, they're going to say stuff like, why can't activists be like DJ Daniel, supportive of the police? They're going to say DJ Daniel was honored by President Trump. Why can't more black kids be like him? They're not going to remember him for who he was. They're only going to remember him for how they could use him. And it's a tragedy. And that's why we have to speak out now. Not because we don't love DJ, not because we don't want DJ to be honored, but because we want him to be honored the right way, with dignity, with respect, with sincerity, not as a pawn, not as a mascot, not as a shield against political attacks, and not as a sword to attack your political opponent. And because, look, when they're done with him, history tells us exactly what they're going to do next. You understand what I'm saying? Now, again, there's nothing wrong with recognizing a person's strength. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging when somebody has suffered through tragedy. In fact, it's important to lift people up that have overcome great obstacles. But it must be done with dignity, with respect, and with sincerity. If you truly honor DJ Daniel, don't make this baby a spectacle. If you truly honor DJ Daniel, don't make his story about you. If you truly honor DJ Daniel, don't place him in the middle of a political battle where he will have to face attacks. But see, at this moment, when a person becomes a weapon, when they're used as a human shield, when they become a tool to fight someone else's war, that's no longer an honor. That's exploitation, and plain and simple. And as foundational Black Americans, as people of conscience, as members of society that should protect, let me say it like this: we need to protect our most vulnerable, and it's our obligation to call out when a person is being used. We We're not saying this because we don't want DJ to be honored. We're saying this because we want him to be honored the right way. With respect, with dignity, with sincerity. You see? Baby, he's more than just a sick child in a police uniform. He's a human being. And he deserves better than to be used and cheered for, okay, just to be abandoned later. And we know what's going to happen because this is what always happens. Now, I want to take the opportunity to go ahead and acknowledge all my people who have contributed to the Super Chat, the Cash App, and the PayPal, okay? Now let me go ahead and get my Cash App folks out the way. You guys hit the #1 button. I got some more to say, okay? I do have some more to say, but I want to get this out the way. You understand me? I want to make sure that I get all my people in here. Let me go ahead and get I'm trying to find, hold on a minute. Give me 1 second, family. Yeah. All right. There we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, somebody said, he's happy. Yeah, I'm happy he's happy. This boy is his first. Don't nobody want to get in the way of his shine, but we want to be mindful, okay? All right, big shout out to Mr. Turner. Thank you for that. Thank you for that $1,000, brother. Thank you so much, Mr. Turner. Appreciate you. I got 2. What's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D. People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You were tuned in to Uncle D. D's black man talk. Pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. There's a king here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't Pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shootin', give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Floby and cut your own damn hair from now on.